to another tutorial. Today we'll be making a lovely shrug, and I'll be making use of this red yarn by Yeye, 50-gram Yeye yarn, with a 4mm crochet hook, a measuring tape, a scissors, and a stitch marker if possible. So let's get right into the tutorial. I already made the body of the shrug, so I'm going to show you how I made the body and then continue from there. So I'm using 2 strands of this yarn, the outer and the inner yarn. I'll be starting with a foundation chain, and to do that, slip knot. So you insert your crochet hook and you pull through the loops. You pull through like so. So continue doing this till you have 46 inches of this foundation chain. Measure it on your measuring tape, and 46 inches gave me 190 chains. So for my first round, I'm going to skip 3 stitches, 3 chains, 1 2 3, and in the 4th chain I'll make double crochet. So in the same space, I'm going to make another double crochet, to make it 2 double crochets, chain 1 and skip 2 stitches, 2 DCs in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip 2, 2 DC in the next, chain 1, skip 2, 2 DC in the next. So you continue to repeat this pattern till you get to the end of your row. So I'm done with the first row and I'm going to move on to the second row. To do that, turn over, chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, chain 4. Then you work 2 DCs into your chain 1 space, into this space. So this represents 1 DC and then chain 1. This chain 4 represents 1 DC then chain 1. So chain 1 and work 2 DCs in your chain 1 space. Continue doing this till you get to the end of your row. To end your second row, chain 1 and 1 DC in the last stitch here. Remember we started the second row with chain 4, which represents 1 DC chain 1. So also you'll be ending it with 1 DC. So turn over, chain 3 to represent 1 DC, and in this space you make 1 double crochet to make it 2 DCs. So continue with your pattern by working chain 1 and 2 DCs in the chain 1 spaces. So do this all the way till you get to row to the end of the row. For row 4, you'll be repeating row 2, and then for row 5, you'll be repeating row 3. So I'm going to show you how to end row 3 now. Any stitch you start with, make sure you end with that stitch. For row 1, we started with 2 DCs and then we ended with 2 DCs. For row 2, we started with 1 DC, we ended with 1 DC. For row 3, we started with 2 DCs, we'll also be ending with chain 1 and 2 DCs in the last chain 1 space. Then chain 1, continue working your pattern till you get to 60 rows. So this is what it looks like after making my 60 rows, and that gave me 36 inches when measured. In case yours is not up to 36 inches, you can just steam it instead of adding additional rows to increase the length. Now we'll be moving on to joining the body and also working the sleeves. So I'm going to fold it into 2. This is where we'll be folding. From here to this point is your length, okay? So now we'll be folding it into 2. Take your measuring tape and measure from this point till you have 8 inches. At that point, place your stitch marker, close up the remaining space from this point up to this point. You close it up with single crochet. Start working from where your stitch marker is. Insert your crochet hook and pass the knot through the space here, and then you pull through the loop right here. In the same space, you work your single crochet, and to do that, you move into the space, okay? You pull out a loop, yarn over, and then you pull through these 2 loops right here. So for the next space, you make sure you're placing both panels together. Work 2 single crochets. In the next stage, work 2 single crochets. In the next, you work 2 single crochets. So you keep working 2 single crochets till you get to the end of the folded parts right here. But make sure you are placing both together, okay? So for the final space, work single crochets, 2 single crochets, then chain 1 and cut off your yarn. So this is what it looks like. If you turn it out, you see that it's closed. Then this is open. This open space represents your armhole. So you repeat what you did here, you repeat it for the other side as well. Place the 2 together and you measure 8 inches. Place your stitch marker, then you close up the remaining spaces. So this is what it looks like after joining. Starting from the end point of the joining, DC, go ahead and chain 1 first and then just work 1 DC. Okay, move on to the next stitch, 1 DC, in the next chain 1 space, 1 DC in the stitches. So do this all the way around and I'll meet you at the end of the round. So to end my round, I'm going to make 1 DC in the last space and slip stitch into the first DC. like so. Second round, so chain 1, single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next 3 stitches, then slip stitch in the next 2. Without completing your single crochet, move into the next stitch, then yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops. Okay, single crochet in the next 2 stitches, in the next 3 stitches, then make your decrease in the next 2 together, single crochet in the next 2 stitches, like so, single crochet in the next 3 stitches, two together, decrease, single crochet in the next 3, 2 together, single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So continue working this till you get to the end of the round, then chain 1 and cut off your yarn. So guys, after making my second round, I'm just going to proceed with the last round, and this is where I'll be introducing the 4 yarn. This is what I'll be using. I love this color in gold. I don't have the full yarn, I only have it because I already used part of it. So this is how it comes. I really can't pronounce this. I don't know what this is called. SQWNH. Anyways, maybe you can get this from their website right here. And just use any yarn, basically any 4 yarn. So before adding this 4 yarn onto our project, we are going to place this on the mannequin so you can know the perfect place to start your 4 placement. This is how open I want the neckline to be, and this is where I'll put my stitch marker to hold it in place. I'm also going to mark the down part. So close this open space with your single crochet, just like we did for the body. You turn it inside and then you work single crochets from this point up to this point. So this is what it looks like after joining the front. So now I'm going to add the 4 yarn to the neckline. So work single crochets round the stitches. You will notice the front is not giving, it's not popping like the back. So let's switch it up. Let's start working from the inside. We'll be working this way and not the other way around. So single crochet, into the stitches till you get to the end of the neckline. To end my round, single crochet in the last stitch and slip stitch in the beginning stitch. Chain 1 and cut off your yarn. So weave this in. So repeat the same process for the wrists. You don't need to make a decrease in the second round. Just make 1 round of 1 DCs and you make your 4. You crochet your 4 on the second round. So this is what I have, and I'm going to make my bow tie. So I'm going to extend this part right here. I'll adjust it. So after adjusting, this is what it looks like. Okay, so I'm just going to place it on it like this. Use your needle and thread to tack it, and then you can replicate this again for the other side. So this is what the back looks like. You can leave it like this, or you can go a little bit further. Fold the back into like 3 to 4, let's say 4, and then you tack it with needle and thread. So tack it. You can add extra inches to this pattern, and then you have a bigger bow tie. So that's that about this tutorial. If you watched this far and you haven't subscribed, please do well to subscribe to my channel for more tutorials like so. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.